Hey, what's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? What's going on? Goodness gracious, a lot is going on, apparently. As many of you know, I am the creative director of an improv troupe called Mostly Melanin Arts. We do performances, and today is a performance evening. And, I'm usually in my prep mode for that. But now, I guess my chi has kind of been thrown off by some of the events that have been transpiring here on social media as of late. Uh, and when I say late, I mean like the past couple um, hours or so. I ain't getting down to brass tacks yet, but because I feel like people gonna pop up. But I guess what I will say, since I am here saying something, and I don't really say it for no sensationalism. I mean, folks could watch it later because I ain't really gonna be saying nothing too extraordinary. Um, just like you see from the title, that's precisely what the problem appears to be. Um, Difference of opinion, and I think most importantly, context and intention. Okay. When we got to back up. We got to back up, and the very first question we got to ask ourselves is, as content providers, why are you on YouTube? Okay, are you on YouTube because you want to share your likes, your things that give you joy, your opinions, whatever that may be, for the benefit of others? Or are you here to latch on to what's popular, and gain likes, subs in a scavenging, cannibalistic way? Now, if you're on YouTube for either of those reasons, you're not wrong. Okay. Here's the analogy that I have learned to regard YouTube with, and social media in general. Social media is just like the street. There are certain things you can go out on the streets and do all day long and won't nobody say nothing. And then there are certain things you can go and do out on the streets that will get an immediate response. And what I mean by that is, and how you move on the street is important, because it's just like social media. Again, follow the analogy. Okay, the streets, just like social media, are where you more or less earn your reputations. And I really feel like I'm mansplaining the hell out of this, but I'm getting to a point. Trust me. When you're out on the streets, people know, just from what you do, how you move, if they can step to you a certain way, or if they can't step to you a certain way. And that's not going to come from being passive. That's not going to come from letting everybody around you have an opinion and you not have your own. And this is what I'm talking about when you're on the streets. If you're on the streets and somebody tell you, man, I feel like blah, 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 this, that, and the third. Well, Negro, I don't. Guess what? Y'all about to have a moment when all it is a difference of opinion. Okay. Everybody got a right to do what they want to do. Everybody got a right to talk about what they did. Okay. Now, if I'm on the streets and I'm on the streets with somebody, thank you, Mr. Smith. I'm glad you're in the building. Now, if I'm on the streets with somebody and my reputation is known that, okay, I'm gonna just break it down. I'm gonna get real gully with it. Okay. I know that cat down the block sells the best cocaine. And that's where I want to go to purchase my cocaine. And me and that cat have an understanding and say, all right, I'm only going to purchase my cocaine from you. But then these other dealers start coming and they start setting up and they start making money and they start doing things. And then I start to frequent other dealers. I ain't just buying from you. I'm buying from everybody. Now on you got the right to do that. But on the streets, that shit looks shady. And that's the context I believe it was being looked at from by Theo. You got a right to do whatever you want to do, but you got to understand whether you in it for the money or whether you in it for the truth. Actions build up and you create this pattern that people see. Furthermore, again, perfectly, you're right. People, that's what the vast majority of people are on YouTube for. Is for profiteering. You know, you're not here to just benefit others. I mean, you know, unless you're reading storybooks and whatnot. I mean, you're here because you want, to a certain degree, to be popular, right? There's nothing wrong with that. Okay. Bottom line, I feel like a lot of this conflict is just things being taken out of context. Some people adhering to the code of the streets, as it were. If you see how somebody move and you know they just moving that way to get money, they ain't moving that way because they loyal to you. That's perfectly their right to do. But you can't get upset at how somebody responds to that. If we ain't paying no kind of attention to how we move morally, and I'm not saying anybody is, but if we're not paying attention to how we move morally, then you're going to have these kinds of conflicts. I mean, I call it a conflict, but more largely than anything else, it's simply a difference in opinion. If I don't agree with what you agree with, and I voice the fact that I don't agree with what you agree with, it's an opinion. We always talk about if we see some shit we don't like on social media to scroll past it. Okay. Now, when it gets to, okay, you saying one thing and doing another, or let me be more accurate, that is the way your actions are regarded. Okay. And me being the person saying what I'm saying, don't kill the messenger. And in that live, my name was dropped a couple times by Theo. My name was dropped a couple times. And this is what I have to say about that. If anybody is formulating an opinion about what they do or don't know about me and Theo, they should ask me and or Theo, not just assume because of what was being said, D-Real feels the same exact way. And at the same time, I ain't saying I do or don't. What I'm saying is, if you want to know what I think or feel, ask me. That's why in the description, I said if anybody wanted to join in, I'm a link away. I'm not ducking, dodging, hiding from nobody. It ain't hard to tell either. So before anybody moves and decides to get me caught up in what I will just look at as a difference in perception. Okay? A difference in perception of what we think social media should be utilized for and how it should be utilized. Because at the end of the day, I can go to the movie and do a movie review on whatever the hell I want to do. That being said, when I do my movie review, I can't get mad at what people think and feel and what kind of opinions they post about what I said if this entire engine is driven on opinion. I I don't know if that makes sense or if it sounds like I'm trying to toot my own horn or whatever. I really not. I'm trying to understand why people can't have differences of opinions. And I guess maybe if nobody shows up in this live, I will just put this video on Twitter and people can make whatever they make of it. I ain't saying anybody's wrong one way or the other. I'm just saying understand that if you move a certain way, it should be known that you move that way so that I can decide whether or not I want to align myself with you, or I can decide whether or not, like, say for instance, Recast T'Challa. Recast T'Challa is a cause. Recast T'Challa is a movement. How it look, y'all know where I'm going. How it look when 1 month I'm like, I stand beside all of these great warriors of fortitude and just good feelings inside, and we're gonna fight, and we're gonna fight, and we're gonna fight. Yeah, we're gonna fight, all right, in fighting amongst each other. Okay. As my brother said this morning, people see that. Do we care if people see that? What happens when, God willing, the Recast T'Challa movement, somebody finally starts to acknowledge it and say, well, these guys have been yapping their yap so long, they might actually be on to something. Let's descend down into social media land and see if we can uplift one of them to talk to. And we all in fighting. Or, I'm sorry, having a difference of opinion. And I know when I met every last one of y'all was gung ho, balls to the wall, Recast T'Challa, and probably still are, or believe we are, or are for it in our own way. Don't fight about it though. If the shit about Recast T'Challa, let's be about that. Or let me know you just in this to get this, you just want to get the couple zips up off of me and then go down the block and see what old boy got. Okay, if that's the case, let me know now. You know what I'm saying? Say, okay, Recast T'Challa is conditional for me. Or Recast T'Challa, I'm only in it this deep. I ain't in it that deep. I ain't in it to the point where I want to, you know what I'm saying, break bread with some cats that go over here and do this like that, which is, again, perfectly your opinion. If that's how you want to move. And that's where I'm at with it. With me personally, I see what I see. And if I'm wrong with what I see, then Chillmonger, Dre, Theo, y'all all come tell me directly if what I see is not what I see, because I see what I see, and I'm not finna sit here and run nobody down in no motherfucking video just for no subs and likes, okay? Because I'm that mutant, I'm that freak. I'm not here for that shit. You know what I'm saying? I could drop this tomorrow and go read fucking Black bedtime stories on another page and get a billion, jillion, jamillion fucking subs and likes. If that's the case, I'm gonna do it for something noble. I'm gonna do it for something I like. I'm gonna do it for something that ain't gonna be criticized or broken down into its opinionated form or however. You know what I'm saying? I ain't. Long story short, I ain't here for that. I ain't here to fight with nobody. I ain't here to argue with nobody. I ain't here to jump on nobody's side and say, yeah, you did, you did, you didn't. Nah, nah. No, you didn't, you didn't. No. Your beef is your beef. but I see how y'all move. You see what I'm saying? So if you ain't moving in no kind of clandestine way, clandestine, see what I did there? In no clandestine kind of way, we good. And that's everybody. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't got no hidden agenda that you kept hidden from me and said, you know, you the man, I'm with you, we Gucci. I ain't got no problem, excuse me, with nobody's opinion. But your opinion is just that, your opinion. What's good, Kamoya? Um, and I think it's sad for, you know, it to go this way and everybody, you know, be at everybody's throats, throats. Um, and just kind of in general, it happening again, like I said, because of a difference of opinion. How people think and move, and if you move, so that's me personally. I can't speak for nobody else but me. If you think and move a certain way, and you're gonna be one way today and another way tomorrow, let me know. If you hear to just like, you know, like TMZ, you I guess the best describe. If you hear like TMZ and you just like I'm 100% down for this as long as it's popular. If that, and there's nothing wrong with that. On the streets, that's how you move. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't about, you know, let me, I guess I'm saying, let me know who I'm rolling with. Let me know who I'm, you know what I'm saying? Because if we going on a mission, and all my people in the hood know what I mean when I say mission, okay, I got to know the people I'm going in on into a mission with is fucking down with me. Because if you say you if you say you crippin', but I see you rocking some red, I'm like, what up with that, cuz? You know what I'm saying? What I thought you was you I thought you was down for this side. You rolling with them? You know what I'm saying? Because they saying some shit that's ops to what we saying. All I'm saying, let a cat know in advance. That's it. You know what I mean? So I know if I'm rolling with some cats that's later on down the line gonna try to murk me because they think I'm rolling a certain kind of way. I'm letting you know right now. So, well, oh damn, y'all pulled up. Okay. Ray Smith was already here. Kamoyo for Drex. What's up? What's good? Nah, I'll always be a recaster. I don't trust Marvel Disney anymore. I heard how they did Kevin Grievous and Blue Marvel. That mess is shady. But I'm still with you, D. Okay. Okay. You know what, Drex? I appreciate that, bro. I really do. For those of you, okay, Zane better. Oh boy. Oh my God. What's the subject? Damn, y'all get me emotional. Okay. The subject is this, Zane Beto, as best as I can. And all I want you to know, perspective. Okay. Keep perspective in mind. And what I'm about to say right now is a reporter. As a reporter, to the best of my opinion, and if it's wrong, y'all come talk to me right now. I ain't ducking or dodging shit. Okay. There was, and this is what I see. Okay, y'all can say what you want to say, but this is what I see with my own two eyes. Okay, Kamoyo. No, I'm damn. Why am I saying Kamoyo? I'm reading one thing and I'm thinking something else. Okay, my bad. Nah. Chillmonger and Dre Mac of the Dre Mac show were talking about the Marvels. And they were talking about how great it was, and they were talking about how they enjoyed it, and out of scene, out of the theater reaction, the whole nine. That was what happened. I'm like, okay, I ain't really think nothing of it. You know what I'm saying? Because my head was somewhere else. Perspective. Stay with me. Um, Theo, who was doing his live that he does in the morning, at SEC games, comic stuff, the whole nine. And then it turned into something else because he had an opinion about the Marvels that was opposite of the opinion Chill and Dre had. And rather than keep it in the realm of that, it ballooned out into what Theo saw. And that cats he sees as allies and people he can trust. And if it come down to a squab, we going toe to toe, in the dirt till it hurt. However, but if I know, what I'm saying, you're going to flip on me or you ain't down for the cause like you said you was down for the cause, I can't break bread with you. And that's essentially what it was. Their opinion, he didn't like their opinion, and a couple of more things came into play because it's about if I'm making videos about I don't like Marvel, or at least I don't like the MCU, and I will not support the MCU. But then I turn around and do a video about an MCU-based movie, and I'm, if for nothing but reviewing purposes, but I'm, screaming about how great I loved it and all of that. You know what I'm saying? It's the nature of YouTube to profiteer, if you understand what I'm saying. But you can't get upset at what your profiteering looks like to subscribers and fellow content providers. And that's just the large and the short of it. You can say one day I'm doing this, another day I'm doing that, and this and that and this, and I'm gonna cover what makes the crowd happy. You can do that. But if you know this person over here is bottom line concrete, I will not be moved for shit on this topic. Me personally, I wouldn't align myself with somebody like that. That's just me. And I don't say that in no evil way. I'm not, and I don't say that against Theo. What I'm saying is that might be too much commitment for you to associate yourself with. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you was gonna be a Black Panther, and I'm talking about the civil rights organization, not the comic book. If you was gonna be a Black Panther, you was all the way in. You went from civilian to having shootouts with motherfucking cops. Okay, if you wasn't willing to commit like that, don't say you want to be a Black Panther. Some people are hypersensitized. Some people are hyper vigilant when it comes to certain things. To recast the T'Challa movement, some people are hyper vigilant. So if hyper vigilant ain't where you at, don't align yourself with people who are, because this is what happens. When you want to go back to being laissez-faire and everything all, whoop, whoop-de-whoop, yay, we're all having fun. This person is still over here talking about what happened to the struggle, what happened to the fight. That's what that is. So, Zane Beto, that's what's going on. I mean, and it also and just to show, so far, most of the people who are in the chat right now are people I rock with normally. So it's, I guess right now it's just internal within the sphere of people that we deal with. When it breaks out and it becomes something more and people got opinions, it is what it is. But no, I done explained thoroughly. I don't mean no crazy shit on nobody. I'm just, if how people observe you based on your actions is how they observe you, you either say A, fuck them, or B, try to get them to understand what wrought your actions. That's it. I mean, I guess what you could call what I'm doing right now mediation, or you could call it clarification, whatever it's just, I don't know. This, to me, it's like this is the Matrix. And like when I get tired, I just disengage. I'm not walking around with this. It don't mean I'm no less committed to what I want to do, but I'm not, this, it ain't, YouTube is not renting space in my head. Okay. So it is what it is. What y'all talking about? Everybody streaming today. I'm streaming because I want it to be known, because I don't want nobody assuming shit about what I think. Especially since only one person even talked to me and asked me what I thought about the whole thing. Everybody else just figured, oh, since he said D-Real's name 3 or 4 times in his video, D-Real must be down too. I'm just setting the record straight. Don't group me or lump me until you don't talk to me. That's fair. I mean, yeah, Theo got a right to feel how he feel. So, know them that labor amongst you. Ooh. Or is that me? Or is that scripture referring to me or somebody else? Preach, Brother Smith. I saw the Marvel today because my best friend wanted to go. It wasn't awful due to the heroes of color and way better than the first. Okay, it wasn't awful. Okay, that's another opinion. Okay, gonna get a couple thousand of them. So, but I don't think what went down between those guys was just about the Marvels. If I gave you a list of your issues with the MCU and turn around and salute a film that exemplifies everything you hate about it, then it makes you say subject to a healthy. And that right there, fellas, is the crux of it. Okay. And that's what I'm trying to, figure out. Is it a profiteering thing? You know what I'm saying? Or are y'all really like MCU is doing some stuff and things, but in the meantime, I'm gonna check out this movie. You know what I'm saying? And if I do make a video about the MCU, me personally, you can check, you can check. You know what I'm saying? So, y'all know where I'm standing right there. But, I'm using the comics for my purposes. So, it ain't total loss. Clarification, definitely, and lowering the temperature. Yeah. And that's where I'm at with it, man. I mean, I've kicked it with Theo the longest. So that's my thing. I ain't, he ain't ever did me strange. I don't know. So that's where I'm at. He ain't ever did nothing to me. And he ain't ever said nothing about me when I wasn't in the room, far as I know. Because ain't nobody ever came back to me in the chat or social media fellow content provider and said, hey, Theo was saying this, and the third about you. You know what I'm saying? And my opinion doesn't change about any of the other content providers that I have had any interactions with. Just understand, if you watch this whole video and heard my streets analogy, and it's basically the same thing Kamoyo Kid said. Okay, you can't tell me you come into my trap house and you messing with what I got in my trap house exclusively, but then you going to other suppliers, and saying, I want to rock with y'all too. This is where I'm at. You know where I'm at with it. And I ain't messing with nobody but you. You ain't messing with nobody but me. But you telling me that. But you messing with everybody else. Don't tell me you messing with me and you messing with everybody. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know. Sounds weird. But, I'm not bombing on nobody. So if y'all use any of this material in a video and clap back and and put my face or what I said in a video and be like, oh, look what D-Real's doing, I'm be mad too. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't in here capping or crushing or disrespecting nobody. I'm just trying to clarify, where everybody's coming from. If you're doing it for the money, cool. Then I know not to, if when it come down to some, bullets in Union Station type situation, is you gonna go down, or are you gonna at least, try to do something? Um, for the record, I ain't mad at nobody. Okay. But keep my name out your mouth. That's all I'm saying. Okay. Period. Don't bring me into no shit. Okay. Because if I do have to get into some shit, ain't nobody gonna like the way I get into it, because I'm gonna act downright ignorant. But that's not what I'm here for. That's really not what I'm here for. I ain't trying to threaten. I'm trying to be that cat to garner, clarity, man. Come on now. Somebody said something, somebody else said something, shit got out of hand, and that's what it is. If at least if mugs don't choose to coexist, at least choose to respect. If you choose to, don't turn it into no big ass campaign of you funky motherfucker and you all of this, that, and the third. Don't turn it into that, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because again, they are watching. How they gonna be down for a cause and they can't even settle their shit amongst them? Think about the cause. Think about the cause. Don't think about yourself. Think about the cause. If the cause is really, if you really true blue, 100, like you say you is, balls to the wall, this shouldn't be no thing. But if you're just a reporter, if you're just profiteering, if you just going anywhere to get your smack, you know what I'm saying? You got to understand how that looks. And if you here for that and nothing else, just say you here for that and nothing else. I can't say it no other way. Just let me know if you're down 400 pounds. Don't. That's it. That's the crux of it. Um, and that's my thing. Hey, Grand Madam, I know you was there and you was, you got firsthand experience, and I'm not trying to twist nobody's story up, and I ain't trying to. I'm just, it makes me sad, you know what I mean? To hear everybody like, oh, we for this, and oh, we uniting, and oh, and yeah. Even Malcolm and Lewis had splits on some bullshit. You know what I mean? So I mean, I don't know. I mean, it is what it is. But where we at with it? Personally, I'm not giving the MCU a dime of my bread until T'Challa, the son of Nyame and T'Chaka, is back on film. And see, that kind of commitment is either A, not understood, or B, profiteered upon. And when I say profiteered upon, I mean profiteered off of, in the form of, if that's a popular topic, then I'm going to cover it for more subs and more likes, hence more money. And I mean, again, like I said earlier, to a degree, that is what YouTube's about. At least this level of YouTubing. That's what it's about. You have to stick and move. You gotta be ruthless. You gotta be on it. You gotta be like a reporter. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't the first one to rush to that story and break it, it's gonna get sour. And even when I do speak on them opinions, if I'm the first one to bust the story, cool. If I'm not, all I'm giving is my opinion. If you choose to listen to my opinion, and that's basically all my shit's predicated upon. If you choose to listen to my opinion, cool. If you don't, I gotta go somewhere else. Me too. Me too. Because I really, united voices are louder. United voices are louder. I can tell you a corny ass story about Greek mythology real quick. And just tell me what you think about it. Okay. Jason and the Argonauts. Were Jason and the Argonauts together because every single hero on that boat was there for prestige and glory? That ain't why Jason was on the boat. That might have been why Hercules was on the boat. That's why Hercules is the greatest hero of his time. That might have been why Theseus was on that boat. That might have been why Perseus was on that boat. That might have been why, maybe not Orpheus. Orpheus was just there for music. But you get what I'm getting at. All of them heroes was not there for that cause for the same purpose. And when that cause was done, the Argonauts were no more. Because if there's another story about the Argonauts, please tell me. All I know is the quest for the Golden Fleece. After that, the Argonauts were. Did any of the Argonauts stick together after that? I know of one story where crossover, if you will, Hercules and Theseus being in the same myth. Other than that, when did any of them other heroes cross paths with each other? What do you think about that? Should Jason be mad at Hercules? And see, in them days, heroes were good and virtuous. But what happened when you align yourself with somebody who don't feel the same way you feel about something, but they feel the same way you feel about that particular thing? Do you not align yourself with them? Or do you stay there for the overall result you'll get together? United voices are louder. And again, like I said, you can do what you want to do. You can say what you want to say. But if you say you're down for a cause and you're fighting inside of it, that's the beginning of the end of that cause. Period. And if the cause never meant anything to you, then ain't no skin off your back. If you was just in it for how popular it was, ain't no big deal. If it ends, you on to the next thing. But if that cause really meant something to you, fight for it. Damn what anybody else saying, fight for it. Y'all feel me or not? Am I out here, preaching to sound good and shit? Okay. Thank you. My attitude toward the BP franchise is exactly the same on the Rambo fam, on screen, etc. I don't make exceptions. Okay. And that is like what I'm saying, D. Clarity. Clarity. You see what I'm saying? If I say I'm down for recast, and I ain't fooling with nothing else until y'all get right, that means you lost faith in the cause. You gave up. You quit. Or your faith wavered. However you want to look at it. And I know, I'm down for the cause. I'm down for the cause in speech, but not in action. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, y'all. If I'm gonna be mad at you, you know what I'm saying? If I'm angry at my brother, I'm gonna come to my brother and what? I'm going to come to my brother in what? If I had a difference of opinion with him. If I ain't give two fucks about him, it is what it is. And I ain't mad at nobody for it. You know, everybody got choices, like E40 said. So you could choose, you know what I'm saying? You know, I'm rocking with you. I'm rocking with you. Ooh, I hope so. I hope so. I can't speak for Chill, but when it comes to Theo and Dre, they tend to be really intractable once emotion is involved. So I hope you're right. Your brother was named Jay. That's cool. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and when you really look deep into it, you know, it's like, okay, they united for the cause. Damn who they were personally. But I want to know. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like when you in the car with somebody and one of these cats got a warrant. Negro, you better tell me you got a warrant. Don't be driving around with me, cops pull us over. You got a warrant, and then everybody got to get out the car. You know what I mean? Let me make the choice after that. If you saying you down for the cause and I align myself with you, and then later on you just like, well, it don't look like the cause is popping on much. What's for dinner? You know what I'm saying? Let me know ahead of time. If y'all in this shit to just fucking abandon it. You know what I'm saying? So for some people, that's how it is. It's do or die. Ain't no other motherfucking way. We balls to the wall or not at all. So, you know, I mean, it is what it is. If it's hot at the time, we'll rock with it. But if it isn't, well, we're just going to abandon it totally. And again, that's your right. But this is for the clarity of everybody having beef with each other. You got to understand where the other one's coming from and how they, you know, how they move and how they rocking. If I'm lying or if I'm, you know what I'm saying, or if I'm saying some shit that's outlandish, bro, like I said, anybody, the link's here. You know what I'm saying? I shoot it to you. Just, you know, hit me on let me see. I'm talking shit. They might have hit me already. Nope. Ain't nobody hit me. Nope. So I'm talking to y'all. At these Diesel, you, me, and a bunch of Bears fans constantly curse ownership, yet haven't abandoned shit. Even still put money in their pockets. Kind of the same thing. Yeah, Paul. But let me ask you something. Do you think ill of someone who does that if you weren't doing it? You say ain't nobody popping up, not here. Is that a good thing or a bad thing, Kamoyo? You know what I'm saying? Maybe I would, you know, because I don't want it to sound like I'm calling people onto the table. That's not what this was about. You know what I'm saying? Because I'll be honest with you. I saw Chill and Dre and them and all of them folks in the live today before I saw Theo's video. But Theo's video, I think chronologically was first. I don't know. Don't get me talking shit. But yeah, so I was like, okay, and I'm gonna be honest. This is what I'm saying. This is what I thought. Wow, they are sparklingly excited about the Marvels. I mean, this mug must be off the chain. Oh my goodness! But and then right after that, even that being said, you ain't getting my money. You know what I'm saying? I good as that shit is, I'll wait till I can pull it down free. I said I'm not giving them my money, and I am stone as Benjamin Grimm on that shit. you are not getting my motherfucking money. You know what I mean? So that part, that's where I'm at. But if there are people who think different, again, I say that's fine. But let me know. Just let me know. Oh, I'm gonna go see it. And to their credit, they had said that on their pages before they even went and seen the movie. They did say they were going to go see it. So maybe that should have been the time to be indignant. I don't know. I'm spitballing. And again, I ain't bagging on nobody. I ain't saying nobody wrong or none of that shit. So anyway, after I saw Chilling Them live, that first thing I went, because that's I am of that thought process. I mean, I ain't in no mean spirited way saying nothing, but I look and I see like, I'm fine. That's what they doing. All right. Cause hey, that what the universe is saying. If you don't like some shit you see, you swipe left. You know what I'm saying? You can scroll past it. You do not have to make it your duty. You know what I'm saying? I ain't. Maya Rudolph. When someone shows you who they are, believe them. I ain't got to keep bumping my head up against no wall when a person is showing me exactly what it is. Why am I upset about that? Scorpion and the Frog. Remember that story? You know a scorpion's a goddamn scorpion. What you gonna let it get on your back for? As much as the scorpion say, I ain't gonna sting you. And I don't mean that towards nobody specifically. I'm just saying if people are set in their ways and people are doing what they want to do, they feel like doing, why are we mad at them? They showed us. Is what it is, right? Your formidable intellect would make folks have to come correct. And you know what I'm saying? It's like, and on that tip, it's like when you in an arena of conversation, and I don't know, other content providers, when you are like, say if you on Chill Show, it ain't you just on Chill Show or you on Dre's show, dude, you ain't gonna go 100 like you gonna go on your page out of respect. At least I do. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like I know what they allow on their pages and I know what they don't allow on their pages. So, I'm not going to be like that, but I'm going to be myself where I'm at. Or I'm going to be myself where you can create a comfortable atmosphere for me to be myself, not one where you looking at each other like, who going to have the facts? Who going to have the facts? Who going to have the facts? And then it become opinion war. Well, I believe, well, I feel, well, what I saw, well, what I heard. All right, everybody get their opinion. Let's call it a wrap. Good night. You know what I mean? And it's just like, okay. All right. After a while, it's just like, why are you doing it now? Now you're just doing it for exposure. I mean, you know the engine. You know how it works. So now it's like, unless it's just something you super thrilled about being a part of. Other than that, I've gotten invitations to be on people's pages, and I was just like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? And so and I ain't saying nobody's name. I was just, some people it's just like, okay, all right, I will. Or some folks you like, okay. You know what I'm saying? And that's wrong to a certain extent. You know what I mean? If you don't want to deal with nobody, just say you don't want to deal with them. If you do, then show up. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It was manufactured. What was manufactured, Kamoyo? I just don't care about this multiverse nonsense. Lazy and unnecessary. Phase 4 has been lazy and unnecessary. Phase 5 is looking equally as lazy and unnecessary. I have moved the goalposts up. Even if they recast T'Challa, but they continue to shat on Blade, Blue Marvel, and Luke Cage, they will never get a dime. The recast is a shout for respect and equality. And quality too. I get you, Drex. Those are noble goals to aspire to. Yeah. Now, let me ask you this, Drex. If that's what you aspired to do, but uh uh Marvel make a movie about Manifold, to satisfy you and say, hey, representation. Cha 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 cha. You gonna be cool with it? Or are you gonna settle for no less than what the hell you asked for? Shield has always represented himself as a Captain Marvel supporter, so I wasn't surprised he enjoyed the Marvels. Um, well, I could see the Kamala Khan part, and from what I hear from everybody, it just seems to be a not an opinion but a fact. Damn, because everybody keeps saying it. Iman Vellani was banging in that movie. She was the brightest spot in that movie, and that's what I hear from everybody. And a couple people said it in that live. So y'all got me monologuing about the Marvels. Stop it. I ain't syndrome up in this bitch. Stop. Stop it. Imagine when that video game comes out. Okay. Now I'm gonna tell you. That right there. Ooh, that'll be some E-Man level shit right there. And that will elicit a response from me. No. That bet not never, ever, ever, ever happen. No, sir. Bet not. Bet not. The group responds to the Marvels, posted simultaneously, and shared across multiple channels simultaneously as well. You know what? That's right. The backlash for the Marvels from the group is amazing. Okay. At Paul Martin, I'm back from a phone call. You make a good point. MCU is the post MJ Bulls to me. Okay. Wow. Hamburger Herschel will laugh his bloated butt off. Ooh. I don't know where that came from. Where did that come from? What? See, y'all starting shit. That is not what this is supposed to be about. Seriously. Okay. But I know Kamoyo is so damn serious. Ultimately, yeah, I would like to see a respectful resolution. For the record, I would be willing to mediate that resolution. And it can be done privately or it can be done in the open. I just want it resolved one way or another. I get it in everybody's mind. Oh shit, it was resolved, but if it was resolved, there would not be anything alluding to it directly or indirectly or what's the word I'm looking for? Insinuatingly. You done with it. You know what I'm saying? You're done. Unless it's like, let's talk. Nobody willing to talk. Don't. My thing is like, don't be like no female. If you ain't willing to talk about it, don't go behind nobody's back and be talking no shit. You know what I mean? Or going, and trying to get love from your subs and, get them to commiserate because that's not what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm simply sometimes, you know what I'm saying, when Big Brother trying to show you love, he ain't showing you love in a gentle way. And I mean that for everybody. Sometimes you need, to look at some shit and be like, hey man, hey, hey man, hey, hey man, hey. You know what I mean? Anybody got a big brother? No. You know what I'm saying? Your big brother don't always come at you with love, but he do love you. You know what I'm saying? So, when I tell you, you did some shit, you did some shit. I tell you, if this is how you moving and you say this is how you moving, and then it ain't how you moving, I got a right to be miffed. That's basically what this is. And if that's not the case, say it. That's all this is. It don't be tripping if it raises more questions when you say this is what I'm aligned for, or if it, makes some people shy away, but just let it be known, man. You know what I'm saying? The Bible say the truth will make you free. You know what I'm saying? The truth making you free is for you, not for nobody else. Answer: no, I don't like pandering. Making Wonder Man black is a direct slap in the face. I will not be moved. Yeah, yeah. What Kimoyo said, Django, is deeper than the movie. It ain't. Hit me up private if you got time, man, because it's way more than that. It's way, way, way more than that. It's Atlantis deep. You know what I'm saying? So if you've been watching the live the whole time, go back if you haven't watched the whole live and watch it from the beginning, because that's what it is. Because like I told you, and I tell every last one of you, I done told Theo, and Theo knows, Dre, chill. I ain't here for likes and subs like that. I ain't here for putting no sensationalist bullshit out, even if this is what this looks like. It's not. It's just didn't nobody want to talk. So I'm talking. I gotta get it off my chest because all that shit hit me, and I'm like, damn, what's really going on? That's where I was. Maybe other people just like, nah, fuck those guys, but I wasn't, because that's the kind of cat I am. That what D Steezel said. Put it behind us. Let's put this shit behind us. You know what I mean? Because if it's Viva La Casa, if it's Ye Bombay, we can't go forward with them kind of feelings. We can't go forward, mugs seeing, and these motherfuckers talking about they trying to do something and they can't even fucking talk to each other. What kind of look is that? What kind of look is that? We shoot ourselves in the foot with that type of conflict, internal, and then spilling it out. We shoot ourselves in the foot when our actions make us appear double-minded. Like I'm here for the profit, but I'm here for the cause. No, you either got to be here for the cause. You can't be here for both. Oh, but I am here for both. Okay, let me know that. That's all it is. That's all it is. Difference of opinion, perspective. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, man. Because I mean, I ain't even never met none of these cats in person, in the flesh, and I feel a need to do this. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all made me feel like what she's doing and saying was coming from that place. You know what I'm saying? I always have, and I always will keep my circle small, because I learned a long time ago, man. You put a bunch of mugs in a circle, man, you don't know how all of them moving, but you got one little core group you fucking with, and they let you know, well, I'm down like 4 flats. Well, I'm down like 4 flats too. Well, let's go get this shit. You know what I mean? If that ain't what it is, man, tell me. It's somebody, like, it's good to know, you got somebody you can rely on that feels the same way you feel about certain things, and y'all can get together. If you want to do it live, you can do it live. If you want to get together and have, okay, we're going to do a connected video. It's going to be me saying something. There's going to be you saying something. There's going to be me saying that kind of shit's beautiful, man. You know what I'm saying? So why can't we show mugs how smart we are? You know what I mean? In African culture, do you know what they do when they got beef? They come together. They don't go in their separate directions and go in a corner and hide. No, we ain't gonna have this juju floating around in our fucking town. We gonna squash it like men do. And I'm not saying nobody ain't no man. I'm just saying, you wrong me, I'm gonna come to you and say you wrong. I ain't gonna go to nobody else. I'm here for y'all, fellas. I'm here for y'all. This all started because no one publicly called them on T'Challa's intellectual castration in BP1. They thought they could get away with anything. Yeah, but be that as it may, we was there. We was there and realized the fuckery 2 months after the movie dropped, and didn't nobody say nothing because we was like, we want this nugget more than we want appropriate representation, and then that would have looked very ungrateful. You know what I'm saying? You be a good little boy. You take what we give you. Maybe rejecting it so it didn't make 1.3 billion might have had the opposite effect and made it want to make more Black Panther movies. I don't know. I've made my position known and I'm cool with both sides. Just don't try to guilt trip me into supporting something just because Black folks are involved and we're good. So say we all, Diesel. So say we all. If this is genuinely where you at with it, then be genuinely where you at with it. But I'm saying peace, love, and respect to everybody before I part. Okay, Big Brother gonna talk to you. Big Brother might say some shit you don't like, but Big Brother ain't saying some shit you don't like because he don't like you. Keeping it a buck, man. Don't be them cats, man, that's out there bickering and arguing on the internet and trying to make diss videos like y'all Pac and Biggie and shit. Don't let it devolve into that. Because all of y'all are better than that. All of y'all are bigger than that. I mean, all it is, like difference of opinion and perspective. Difference of opinion and perspective. We can't start looking like them cats if we out here moving all gully and shit. You know what I mean? We can't tell nobody to get on board and do this and do that. And we, you know what I'm saying? What kind of image are we trying to project? I don't know. I've been talking for an hour and I don't even need to talk this long. What time is shit? Oh, it's still early, but everybody done spoke their piece. Everybody spoke their opinion. Everybody done said what they want to say. Yeah, no, maybe. Oh shit. There you go. That right there. A house divided. It can't. And it won't. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel about the power connected universe on Stars. They killed off the only two characters I like, so I'm done. 50 doesn't need my support. All right, y'all. Yeah, I guess this is as good a time as any to bounce out because I said my piece. I said what I needed to say. I didn't say nothing disrespectful to or about nobody, and they shouldn't take it that way. And y'all my witnesses because y'all was in there the whole time. Y'all heard me talking, y'all. Look here, man. That's it for now. But fret not. I will be coming at you with another one of them other ones. And until I do, y'all be good. Be good to each other.